Good afternoon, Judd here. Having a heck of a time getting going today. It's about 1 o'clock now, I think. I got the replacement pump, Amazon. It was like $160 or so. Put that in and take the failed new one out. I do just want to say that pump is actually well reviewed. It's among the better reviewed pumps. I think there's just a bad batch they got there. This video is just for people who follow along, because I'm not going to show you anything really new today. Just basically progress reports on various projects I've got going on. So if you haven't been following me along, some of this isn't going to make sense. If you have, you'll know where it fits in. So the 12 of you who actually watch my videos will know what I'm talking about. The rest of you should turn off now. I'll say one thing, this thing's a heck of a lot heavier. That one has a plastic housing, this one is all cast iron. Oh, good practice. Geez, this thing is heavy. Oh, okay, this comes pre-wired for 110, which I'm not using it at. I'm using it 220. Better go to 220. Pump is pre-wired at 230. That is not a 230 plug. There's 220. Wow, I can't undo their screws. They're so tight. Wow. Their terminal screws, they put them on so tight, I can't get them undone. I want to take this wire off because I've got my power line in here. I don't like their power line. They've got this 110 plug on this for a 220 motor. Gotta get my killer flat blade. Okay. That will not budge. I'm even bending the terminal now. Okay. Now I can wire it in here. Yeah, well, it's always complicated. And it went on like this for the next hour or so. What you've just seen is edited out of 20 minutes of real time. This whole thing went on for about 2 hours. Basically what I do at the next point, I go through a lot of permutations trying to make this work. The problem is you got a 220 motor with a 110 plug on it, and I could not get that plug off because those screws were put in so tight that I was actually bending the terminals trying to put enough pressure to turn the screw. So I gave up on that, and I built a 110 outlet with 220 running to it to plug this in and see if the motor worked. That was successful, so then I went ahead and cut the wire and wired it into the existing 220 directly. Once the motor was successful, I went ahead and took the old motor out and plumbed it in, and then we'll pick up bits and pieces here and there, and we went on from there. Okay, I'm going to wire this outlet up at 220. Okay, so this is now wired for 220 on a 110 plug. All right, and we'll plug the pump into that. Okay, so I got good connection, and now get your motor running. All right. Let me show you this multimeter I got at Home Depot. It very neatly has places for the probes to snap in there. It's also got a Velcro thing on here if you want to strap it onto something. Or you could just strap the leads up there. That's pretty neat. I think that's neat. Now, I got to take that out. Okay. There you go. Somebody told me, and I can't verify this, but you don't want more than 2 wraps of Teflon tape on these things, or it'll cause leaks. So that's why I'm trying to remove all the old Teflon tape, and I will put on 2 fresh layers, if I can. Okay, and it's too high. Okay, so I'm going to have to dig this down a little bit. Okay, I took the pump off. I got to get this down about 1/4 inch. Wow, that's really well packed. Oh, this is one heavy. Whew. Oh. Oh, Jesus. Everything's leaking. Okay, well. Okay, now I gotta check pressures in the tank and the pump before I turn it on. Because if the tank is already reading, if it's reading different than the pump pressure, then it's gonna put the tank at risk. Okay, so the tank's at 37 pounds. The pump is also reading 37 pounds. So I can turn it on and it'll be okay. But as you can see, I got a lot of leaking going on. So I'm gonna have to, when I return that other pump to Home Depot, I'm gonna get new fittings for here and new Teflon tape. And I'm also going to use plumber's putty, and so tomorrow I'll have to play with this thing again. But for now, okay, it bumped up to 50 and stopped. Hallelujah. So I'm losing probably a gallon a minute with those leaks. I'm just going to have to buy new fittings for here and reconfigure this thing a bit. Do that when I bring the other pump back to Home Depot. I'll get those parts. Whew, what a pain in the butt. But it is running on 240 or 220, whatever. 246 I think is what I've actually putting out. And now we'll take a shot at the lawn tractor, and what I did there was I said the hell with cleaning the spark plug. I just bought a new one. Hopefully it's the right one. Ha! Well, things are just getting more and more ridiculous. Now I cannot find my spark plug wrench socket, which is ridiculous because I know I had one because you saw me. I've taken that out of there before, and I cannot find that anywhere. I've spent about an hour looking for it now. So much for changing the spark plug. Okay. One other thing I did want to cover was I put up that new back brace I got the other day. I had immediate results on it, and I just discovered 2 days ago another benefit that I can't imagine. Every time I take a shower, of course I lift up my feet to wash them. And as you can see, I can do that real easily. But this one, I've never been able to get up to here. I've always had to reach down and grab it and pull it up. Now, I can pull it right up there. Look at that. Okay? And that's something I notice every day because I take a shower every day. And I could not do that with one leg. So, big change there. So that's another pretty good thing about that. The things have just really started operating in my that lower back region, and the hips and the sacrum and all that stuff. It's just all broken free and moving around now like it's supposed to. So that's like really cool. So that's about it for today, unless I find that damn spark plug wrench. And God knows where it could be. I can't believe it. Okay, happy day to you. Okay, just back from Home Depot, where I went ahead and returned the pump. And that was a pain in the butt because it had been returned before, so they didn't know I'd bought it. And anyways, we finally worked it out. And I went ahead and bought a new 5/8 deep socket tool and plumber's putty and Teflon tape and a new fitting. And I also bought 12 blocks of concrete at $168 each, plus I got a little discount on them for another project. Because, you know, I like having lots of projects that I don't do. Anyways, so I'm gonna throw, it's almost dark, but I'm gonna throw the spark plug in and see if I can get that tractor fired up. That'd be a good way to end the day if it works, you know? And I could use that. Okay, so stand by. Yep, there we go. Oh. Okay. That's dirty. That's dirty plug. That's dirty plug. That sure as hell is not the same plug. Okay. So I got the wrong spark plug, so I'm going to have to return that to Lowe's. Okay, so here we go. Never easy. Ooh. They said this spark plug works in this, but it doesn't. You can see here quite clearly not the same spark plug, even close. So that's that, and happy day to you. Maybe tonight I'll dream about where my socket wrench is.